What's happening? Welcome to On the One, show where I like to do my production, little mix breakdown, talk about the tunes that I write, and hopefully glean a little insight for anybody who might be interested. Today with me, we got Petar Janjic, drummer, master, good friend, and we have genius horn arranger and happens to also be a trombone player, Michael Nelson. That's not even a trombone on that, is it?
I don't think so. Maybe.
What's that from? The Star Wars?
The Star Wars?
I think his pitch was bad enough that we're good on copyright. I think we're good.
I was like, what's the other one? The
The funeral march?
Yeah, that's a trombone, right?
I mean, trombone would work for a funeral.
Trombone works for anything. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Does it?
All right. This episode of On the One is brought to you by DistroKid. DistroKid is the digital distributor that I use to upload my music to, all the stuff. Today we're going to take a look at the tune off of Cory and the Wong Notes Season 1, Heist. Now, this one, to me, I wanted to shoot for a specific target. And when I was in a writing session, I wrote this tune with Cody Fry. And I think we wrote 3 songs that day. We wrote Coming Back Around, Heist, and something else that I don't think was worth putting out. I don't remember what it was. Couldn't have been that good. The idea was I want to try to write a tune that would be the score for if Tower of Power were robbing a casino. So, that's the vision for this tune. Tower of Power turns evil. Garibaldi decides he's looking for those rubies.
Why Garibaldi? Why the drummer?
Of course, it's always the drummer.
Garibaldi's looking for...
It's because his name is Garibaldi?
That's a great heist, like a henchman name.
That's right.
That is a great
Yo, get the
henchman.
Garibaldi. Lock the safe. Get the safe, baby.
Garibaldi's on the phone.
He's connected somehow.
Yeah.
You know he's connected.
I like that. So if you're unfamiliar with the tune,
Sorry, Dave.
check it out on Spotify, wherever you listen to music. So here's the original demo that we put together. Don't judge the playing or anything. It's literally just us playing it down to get the idea together. So I can send something over to Michael. He can work on an arrangement. And I guess this one, I didn't make much more of a demo for this one than this. It's pretty straightforward. But here it is. A little boring. Let's pick it up. That apple loop's pretty tight.
It's a little bit more than you're used to, I think.
No, it's just it's baked into this. This loop is tight.
It's tight. That is tight.
That's tight. Then we got Cody doing his best
Mouth horns.
mouth horn. Well, yeah, just to get the ideas down.
That is
flesh
dope,
them
though.
out.
Yes.
It is kind of awesome. That's that could be, in some cases, that would be actually cool to put on an album. Of course, we recorded this album live in the studio, and Michael's probably glaring through the back of my head right now on actually using Cody's horn instead of the real horns. I wouldn't do that. In some cases, it might be fun to do as have Michael actually arrange something and then have Cody do.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
Or
you mix it in.
Yeah. Mix it in. That'd be cool. And this is a demo. I'll take Kenni Holmen over this Celtic tin whistle MIDI patch.
Celtic tin.
Hey, it was just to get the idea. It was to get the idea.
Save that for the Titanic.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Penny whistle or something.
Probably.
Okay. All I know is Kenny had to play it endlessly on one of his shows.
Octave higher.
Yeah, I know. I gotta. How? What?
I don't. I dare not listen to it.
Huh?
Here you go. Wait. I got that Titanic. I got. I had to just throw in some extra notes at the end so I didn't get the copyright flag. See, theirs goes dan 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 dan. Ours goes dan 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 dan. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I dig that. I'll take Kenni Holmen over the Celtic Tin Whistle MIDI. Now, that was fun. That was cute. I send that demo to Michael, and then he comes back at me and. Well,
Classic.
people hear me talk about this process. What's the process from your vantage point?
From my vantage point. Yeah, I mean, you always give me a kind of a general idea, and if you have some specifics, you lay them out, and then it's like anything else, just kind of do it. You know? And so, I mean, obviously with that vocal thing, I actually tried to emulate that in a way because, like you said, it's a really cool sound.
Yeah.
So using the saxes as open horns and doubling it with cup mutes in the brass just to give it kind of a sexier vocal kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was kind of right away that idea of how you wanted that vocal or how you wanted that melody to sound was something that I took for real. I didn't just go, I'm just going to put horns on this.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's a vibe. So there's certain things that are clearly, this is a vibe, this is what I want. Other things, it's like, you know. The tricky thing with this chart, though, is because we're playing it live, having to go from muted horns to open because there's sections. There's a lot of tricky things, and getting to Kenny on flute off of tenor. You know, we're going to record this live. There's no studio tricks. There's no. We got to be able to do it, you know, the right way.
Just right through in the whole thing.
Yeah.
So people can see the chart here. Actually, I'm going to go in this other view. So this is what Michael sends me back. And you can see this is what the horn players are looking at. By the way, you want these horn charts? They're for sale! You like how I snuck that in? You like how I snuck in the sales pitch?
So sneaky.
I
didn't even see it coming. I didn't see
that one coming. Hey, link in the description. You want the horn charts? They're for sale. All right.
Moving on.
So yeah, you write in here cut, mute, open,
and when you know, and you can see on the video how tricky the change was for the trumpet players.
Oh yeah, Lampley was just
Lampley's kind of holding his. Sometimes he just puts it to the side.
Very, very quick.
And he had a checker mute. I remember that.
Lampley's mute is dope.
It is dope.
That thing's cool.
I had a drum case, a padded drum case by the side, and I just had to throw it off.
Yeah.
So
like padded, you mean my case, Michael?
Probably.
Now here's.
That's where I keep my food too.
This is also how we get. How do I put this to right? Let me choose my words wisely here, to quote Lars Ulrich. Kenni Holmen is a man motivated by several different things. One of them is
animals. Hey,
Kenny, is this possible?
Right.
So this chart is Michael Nelson's passive-aggressive way of saying, hey, Kenny, can you do this? Do it. like Kenny might have said, like, oh yeah, this switch is really hard. But Michael knows Kenny well enough to know that it says, tacit if quick switch to flute is not possible. So you know Kenny's gonna be like, nah, yeah, I got this. Now, had he not written that, maybe Kenny would have said, I don't know if I can make that in time. But since the challenge was laid
he didn't make it though.
Oh, he did?
No.
Well, I guess never mind.
Oh no.
No, I'm sure. We check the tracks.
Yeah,
see if.
So this is right before.
No, Kenny.
Oh, come on, Kenny.
Because Sammy had to switch the barrel, but I don't think we even discussed it. I think I just.
What did Sammy switch?
That tenor sax is out, dude. That tenor sax is gone.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Kenny wasn't quite motivated enough. Maybe you could have said, Kenny, if you cannot make this flute switch in time, please let me know so I can hire somebody who can. That would have got it there.
That would have
got it there. That would have got it there.
Yeah.
But hey, that's not
Or
necessary.
Sammy could do it.
Sammy moved up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we even discussed it. I think I put it because I knew it was going to be
Kind of impossible.
Yeah. Well.
Okay,
would he
so
do it?
for people to
One-handed?
for people to also see what I'm dealing with, what Michael sends back to me, he sends me the finale file, and I listen with my imagination open on what the real horns are going to sound like, because these ones sound like this. Not a lot of feel.
But they're tight.
They are pretty tight.
And the trombone's actually in tune.
Why, you roast yourself? You roast yourself?
He's not even letting
Come on,
it
come
go.
at Sammy G. I was gonna say at least the Barry sax is in tune.
That's the world of the trombone. I mean,
Yeah.
automatically.
Oh no, this is just going south already.
All right. So here's the horn chart.
Yeah.
You know, here's your chance. I'll give you this one for free. Check it out. Screen grab this. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Now you got the chart for free. If you do a little bit of work, just buy it down below, though. Come on. All right. All right. Now let's dive into this Pro Tools session. This is not the final mix. I knew going into this, I was going to be too attached to this one. Sometimes I need a separate set of ears.
Yeah.
And also, to be honest, I am not as good at mixing, first off, in general, as John Fields, but especially at getting stuff where there's a lot of bleed. I have a hard time getting it from, like, getting that last few percent.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can get it close. Like, this mix, could it work for the album? Sure. But I feel like he did a way better job, and he had a little more attention to detail. And sometimes it's also nice to have somebody to just kind of look through the session and say, hey, are you okay with this being rushy? I'm like, yeah, it's fine, because it was all in the room and we did it live and it's fine. And sometimes, like, yeah, actually just pull that note from somewhere else because I literally hit a wrong note somewhere. So sometimes that's okay. And look, sue me. I don't want to put a wrong note on the album, but we recorded it all live, and there was a couple spots where I maybe pulled something from somewhere else. So what we're looking at in the session, we got drums up top. Here's what we got with the drums.
What about the intro with Nêgah as well?
Well, I'm just saying the way that I'm not saying song. I'm not saying chronologically. I'm just saying how I set up my sessions.
Oh, I see.
So I put my drums first. You can see I made a note here. This snare sucks.
What's there? Oh, that was the blue snare.
I don't. Something about this snare sounded weird to me. Listen to this.
Let me see. Oh, the thing fell off. That's literally after Mercy. The ring fell off. The
So I did a little.
disappeared. It was muted.
Yeah. This is the frequency that was bugging me. So here's.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So, it's fine though. It's fine. I think John made it sound better also. And you can see also the way that I do my drums, I do the strip silence thing. So anywhere that the toms are not hitting, I just mute them and I only keep it on when they're actually hitting. Okay, so that's that. Then we have the percussion. Percussion was 5 mic. Well, yeah, what do we have for mics on Petar? Kick in.
Kick out.
We did not have a kick out.
We didn't?
We didn't have enough channels. We only had 32 channels.
You didn't kick in? Are you sure? I swear there was a...
I don't think there was a kick out. We had 32 channels because, listen up, Avid. I'm a little salty. Not that anybody at Avid necessarily cares. Avid, they're the ones who make Pro Tools.
Oh.
So I buy this console. I have the Allen and Heath D-Live.
D-Live.
That sucker can do as many channels as I want. We got tons of channels. And then we also do a backup recording to Waves.
Yeah, I think
whatever the Waves.
Yeah. Waves, not wave. Waves.
Waves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like somebody waves at you.
Not waves. Turn
Or
left.
like ocean. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. But with Pro Tools, if you use non-Avid hardware, they limit you to 32 channels.
Wow.
So
That's why this whole project, that was a headache, this entire thing. Would I have had, we probably would have given you a second snare, probably would have done a kick out,
Yeah.
but we only had 32 channels.
That's what the fuss was about the 12-inch tom. Why you have 3 toms?
You did go 3 toms on this one. This is the first time we've done 3
This
toms.
is the first time, yeah. Ever.
It's fine. Anyways, okay, so we had kick in. I did trigger the kick, sue me. Snare top plus the snare triggers tucked in there, sue me. Snare bottom, the 3 toms, hat, overhead left and right. This bothers me though, that they're on different things.
Whose fault is that?
Caleb's, but it's fine, okay? It's fine. We all have our own preferences. His preferences didn't line up with mine in the way that we record overheads, and it's okay. It doesn't. Nobody who's listening to the album cares or knows. Doesn't matter. All right. Nêgah Santos on the percussion, congas, bongos, and there was a 5th mic
Dingleberries.
for the. Don't say. Okay, let us explain. We get done with recording the first song, and that's actually the first time the band ever played together. And Sonny was like, dang, she's tight. Man, she's over there playing all those dingleberries. Boom, 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 boom. That's so tight. I was like, Sonny, wait, what did you call those things? I don't know, like those little tick, 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 like dingleberries or something. Like, Sonny, that's not what dingleberries are. I don't know.
It's a combo of the jam box, bro.
Oh, it's so funny.
Anyways. That's some bleed. That's live in the room. Proof.
The bongos.
Yeah, you can even hear the flute.
I mean, yeah, Kenny's playing the flute, so
Woo!
the loudest.
That's funky. Let's listen to that drums
He
and
was sandbagging when we.
that's funky.
Man, I love playing with Nêgah. She's so just.
She's amazing. All right, so I put those each through their own bus. I played bass on this one. It was me on bass.
I was just waiting for this. You're not gonna hype yourself up.
That's pretty cool. No, I wanted to play bass. I like playing the bass. I like the way Sonny plays guitar. Hey, also, check this out. Now, this would be the other spot where I would try to sell you my plugin.
I was about to set it up. And I remember the last episode, Brad. I was like, don't do it.
Hey,
don't do it.
When we get to those guitars, that plugin's right there. Okay, but on the bass, I don't have too much ego to know when my plugin is the right tool and when it is not the right tool. On this one, I use the UAD Ampeg SVTR. Also a very dope bass
You're a
amp.
smart man. That's a dope plugin.
It's a dope plugin. It actually sounds, electric guitar sounds incredible through it too. But buy my plugin. No, buy the UAD thing too, because it's awesome. Like, have both of them. If this is what you do for a living, and you want these sort of sounds, get the tools. All right, so that's the bass. I feel good about the bass. I'll tell you what, this outro was hard for me to do. This spot. to get that harmonic scrape in there.
Not tossing under the bus. Sonny's the king of that.
I know. Sonny does it better than me.
It's not that he does it better. Just he does this weird.
No, he's got the. Yeah, he puts the. He uses. His strings are so light though.
Yeah.
He uses strings that are lighter than
And
what
he's
are
upside down.
and he's upside down. So he's got this. There's this vibrato to his playing that you can't get unless you play upside down. I listened to a lot of Victor Wooten over the years. I had to get this harmonic scrape on the bass in.
Yeah, you got it in, man.
That's straight up. This is straight up Victor Wooten, Amazing Grace. You know, I mean, it's one move that he did in there. Now let's take a listen to Sonny's guitar.
Okay.
This guitar part,
It's magic.
I don't get it. It like shouldn't work, but it does.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, hold on, stop. Just the first second. Sounds like a record. Even the slide, just right there.
Yeah, he's like moving his fingers all over. He gets in that.
Setting it up.
That's funky.
The one is just. What?
That's funky, dude. And it's all this little weird, like, there's stuff in there that, like, most people would just edit. Like a modern producer would, what's this slop? But that's what makes the magic in the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, before I get ahead of myself here, I will say, if you are interested in learning Sonny's guitar part for this song, I got the tabs for it for sale on my website.
Can you zoom out for a second? Yeah, there you go.
Uh-oh.
Screenshot it now!
Now you
Get
get
it.
it.
That's all right. You want this one for free too? Here you go. Scroll it. There you go.
There it is.
But that's Sonny's part. That's there. All right, let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Is it because you use guitar tabs?
That's funky.
It's the bridge section. The B section is just insane. Listen to this rhythm.
There it is. Here it is in context.
Play just the rhythm section. Just drums, bass, and guitar. Or even just play guitar for a second with drums.
All right. Well, let's do drums, percussion,
Bass and guitar.
bass, and guitar. Like.
I mean, come on! Oh, I love that. Yeah.
That's funky. Sonny's insane. Sonny's incredible.
Yeah.
He's
So natural.
it's insane.
This is
All right,
why.
the keys part on this. Honestly, I kind of feel bad for Kevin G on this album. It wasn't the most fun to play keys book compared to a lot of my other music. Like
He got
the
his,
keys
man.
roll. The
There's
keys roll
5-8
is-
records before this one. So.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's the sound.
And actually, if I remember right, a couple of these licks, a couple of the ideas he had were straight off the demo too. I thought it was pretty cool. All right, let's dive into these horns.
Horns. There we
Horns. Now, the way I set up my horns,
Pull up the
I don't know how you do it on
DX7.
your sessions, but I go brass into a brass bus, and then I do the woodwinds into a woodwinds bus, but then those two buses go into an all horns bus.
go. Yeah, I usually just do two groups if it's got woodwinds in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on how I've arranged it.
Sure. Yeah.
No, so on this song, actually I should. Yeah, actually with this one I would have done the brass and the saxes as separate.
Yeah.
Just two sets of 3.
Yeah. All right. So recorded live on the set. You're gonna hear some bleed, but then also what I did is I went through and where they weren't playing in a lot of those spots, I just muted those mics so that way it was a lot less. It was just less bleed.
Right.
But it's a dope room mic too. If
It works as a room mic, and there's spots where you have to be diplomatic on what you keep in, how loud something can be because of how it affects the sound of everything else.
Because the only thing that would be in there would be drums and perc, right?
Yeah, there was no guitar amp on stage. There was a tiny bit of bass. Sonny had that little bass amp because he wanted to feel.
I need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funky.
The mod wheel.
Yo, Strand up.
The master of the fast shake.
That Strand shake. Hold up. Let's get that one. I need that on its own. That sounds awesome. Kenny didn't make it here. This flute solo. So you can hear this drum bleed. Whatever. I threw that echo boy on him. Here's without. Adds to the.
Ron Burgundy over here.
Huh?
Kenny's out for blood, man.
Dude, he's putting Burgundy out of a job.
Go on, Sammy. Oh.
This, and okay, so another thing that I like, so for me, I'm fine doing guitar solos. I like doing guitar solos. They can be fun. I just don't like guitar solos on every song. I'm trying to think of which Kirk Hammett thing to say out over this.
There's that scene.
There's that scene in Some Kind of Monster where he's like, I just think it's BS that like everybody nowadays says like there's no guitar solos. Like how come we can't put guitar solos on albums anymore?
I feel like I should play a guitar solo, but never want to play a guitar solo. I can't do a good Kirk. I don't got good. I only got Lars.
You got a good Lars. Kirk's hard to do. Anyways, I don't think contrary to Kirk Hammett's opinion, total legend. I love Kirk. I like horn solos. Which is why Michael likes this game.
I like guitar players who like horn solos.
Yeah. But also, it's just, with this sort of band, I felt like for this album, so much of the X factor was this 6-piece horn section live. Every player, just complete assassin. So,
Welcome to
with a lot of these songs, I wanted horn solos. And that's what we left room for here. I think I said something along the lines of, this is the scene where Tower of Power is like walking through the casino and there's a band in the back playing some old big band style thing, but the heist is still happening.
Garibaldi's cracking that wall. I'll tell you that.
That's that old school.
That's sick.
That's tight, dude.
That's a fun little line.
I mean, why does that? Like, there's a lot of songs from back in the day, old big band swing era that do this sort of thing. But there's something in, why does that sort of arrangement, that sort of playing, why does it just take you right there?
Yeah, it's that sax section thing, and actually it's really active too, and the way the accents are is really swinging.
Yeah.
You know, it. Yeah, I mean it is like you said, it's a big band sax section kind of sound. I mean, obviously we did it with three horns, but kind of in a tight harmony.
What would it have been big band era if we had a 16-piece big band?
Five saxes with 2 altos, 2 tenors, bari, or a lot of times they use clarinets. On the top too. Yeah. It just depends on what era of that. But like a standard big band, and even into the modern era big band, it would have been 5 saxes.
Sure.
And usually it'd be the bari would be doubling the alto 2 octaves below, and then you fill in the chords in between.
Oh, so bari and alto would normally be.
Yeah. If you ever listen to like the super sax stuff where they transcribed all those Charlie Parker solos to 5 saxes, the bari's always playing the alto part.
Yeah. It's just down.
Below.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
So I would have done that. The bari wouldn't have been a third harmony in this, but so I did it tight so it had some meat to it. I didn't spread it out. If you spread it out too much with only 3, it doesn't have that thickness. Yeah. And so the bari's up fairly high. And the alto and tenor are fairly low. It's fairly close voice. Starts out really for the first time.
Yeah. I think also, like, basically anytime Eddie Barbash wants to turn on, like, turn the volume up on the vintage filter.
That's
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
He can just sound like he's from any era between the 20s to the 60s, unlike any other sax player I've ever heard. Right. So there's some of the nuances to the playing, I think, also are.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely how they're all swinging it.
Yeah. It's really, era correct.
Right. I mean, when you play it by itself, just the horns, you just feel that.
I know.
Even if you just swung, you just play swing with it.
Yeah.
Now, I will say the only thing I questioned about this arrangement, horn-wise. Go on. You're in perfect choking position. Is the beginning, the beginning of this bridge, maybe just leaving the line to the rhythm section and not having the bari play with it.
Sure.
Maybe come in now.
Come in there.
Well, when I arrange too, I mean, one of the things is it's usually a concept of not additive, subtractive rather.
Yeah.
Put something in, and if you don't like it, you can take it out. But if it's not there, that's something I learned with Prince real early. Is he might give you some vague instructions and things like that, but and he might even give like his Oberheim synth hooks and things like that. But anything else that came to mind, I put it in there. Didn't always end up in there, but some stuff did, and some stuff would. Literally, he would really grab onto and go, okay, this is something I want to do. And so that kind of thing is like, well, I'll send you the score, and we go, and you do this all the time.
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
This one, though, I for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the arrangement. I don't know how to say this any other way. Or I don't know if it's the way that Sammy G played it that I didn't like. Because he phrased it a little bit differently than the rhythm section. But he phrased it in a way that feels right on the saxophone.
I was gonna say
So it's like I don't know that I could have. So
it's an easy fix, though.
I mean, the easy fix really is I just take this first part of the bari sax,
and
what do we do, Petar?
Delete that.
Delete that.
There it is.
Daily.
We got the shirts, dude.
We got the
We
shirts.
got the shirts. I'll tell you what. I wanted to buy you one. These are literally the last 2 shirts on the website.
Actually, this was a
That was a triple
triple
XL.
XL,
You
and my
see-
friend Phaedra,
She
tailored it.
she tailored it just for
Look,
this.
look, dude.
Oh
look,
my
see
God,
how
yeah.
look that the shoulders are halfway down.
Yeah.
They had a small and they had a triple
Triple
X.
X.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
dude, screw it. We gotta get them.
Oh my God.
We are getting these shirts. So now we got these shirts on hand.
Oh man.
You'll see us.
You'll see us at rehearsals. At rehearsals, it's gonna be
Sound check too.
You don't even
Nice
say it
solo.
anymore. Don't even have to say it.
I'm a triple XL.
all right. Let's give the Father Ulrich. Let's give the Torben Ulrich to Sammy G.
Kid, get it, Torben.
Let's just see what it sounds like.
Delete that.
Delete that.
Sick.
Dude, Nêgah's part in there is incredible. That's fun. The percussion adds a nice vibe to it, dude.
Yeah, when it's done right.
It's
man.
like that Marvin Gaye, I Want You, just gives it the flow. Just
Yeah. That being said, percussion can easily ruin a song also.
If
You got to
the
come
player
correct.
ain't right.
Like you just said, you got to come
Yeah.
correct.
We had a band and
Uh-oh.
I'll leave the name out and I'll leave the person. But the percussionist, the nickname was Pots and Pans. Because it
Really?
was like, because it was like, what noise are you making over there?
Pots and pans.
Yeah.
Got gangster though.
Yeah.
Yo, man, pots and pans is coming through, bro.
Pots and Pans is playing again. Oh man. But-
You needed
so-
that Torben Ulrich shirt. You needed that Ulrich. Yeah. But hey, there's no deleting when all this stuff is bleeding through.
That's
Because
a rhyme. That's a song. No deleting if it's bleeding.
that's right.
Metallica, you're writing it down.
So, this tune, do we feel like we accomplished Tower of Power robbing a casino?
Yeah. I'm in.
Had the vibe.
My opinion.
Had the vibe for sure.
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I feel like
Is there an Ocean's 14 yet?
if there is, and you're the director or producer or music supervisor of Ocean's 14, click the link below where you can see my song and you can buy it for your movie. That'd be tight.
It would be so tight. Every time when I listen to the demo, I don't know, I didn't watch the movie, but it was just I always thought the movie.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal. It's the Oceans thing. But look, we want to start writing for some movies. We want to start selling our music to some movies. If you're out there doing it, let's manifesty together, and I'll cut you in. All right? That's that. I think that's it. Anything else we need to cover on this tune?
I think all sales pitches have been
Brad, did we get everything on that? We got the plug in.
What's in Kevin's keys? What do you use in the keys?
What?
What's in the keys, Bus? What you got in the keys, plug-in wise?
Oh, you mean the archetype? Cory Wong plug. Hey, let's get that last one in there. Let's get that last one in there.
Oh, it's the blue with the.
That's right. Hey,
Oh my god.
hey, I'm gonna be serious for a second. This episode of On the One would not be possible without DistroKid. Check out DistroKid. It's who I use to upload my music to all the DSPs, which is like a fancy word for saying spot. What are you laughing about?
Just everything right now.
I don't know. Well, this is actually the real ad.
Sorry.
All the other ones were real too. I'm serious. Hey, I'm not joking. I use DistroKid to upload my music, and what I like about them, they take 0%. Did you know that?
No. What?
They
Zero.
take 0. I pay like an annual fee. They don't
That's
take
gangster.
They take 0%. That's huge.
Is
as an
zero a
individual.
percent? Can zero be a percent?
Come on, man.
We'll see you next time.
beat that.